I want to start this video by saying that no matter what, no matter the situation you find yourself, I know how difficult it is, but please, killing yourself should never be an option. Having the thoughts of you killing yourself should not be an option. Sorry, I had to start that way. Okay, today we are going to be talking about loving yourself. I know from the last video I talked about self-love, but it was all about health, physical, and all of that. This time we are going to take it to our personal selves, our emotions, and our characters. So when I talk about loving yourself, I want you to imagine this picture. Do you know when you have a best friend, like a very close friend of yours, that you find yourself in a situation where you know that the person you are standing with does not have the strength? Okay, let me say somebody is attacking you, and you know that you and your friend, no matter what, the two of you cannot beat that person, and you know that what you did was wrong, but your friend, that friend is ready to stand up for you. That friend is ready to fight for you no matter what. They beat the two of you. That's the type of self-love I want to talk about. Now that friend is ready to love you and is ready to stand there for you, and that's how you should love yourself. Okay, sorry, before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Egba Natalie. Hi, welcome to my video. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like my video. If you're listening on Spotify or podcast, please leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and leave me a 5-star rating. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. So I have some few points to talk about loving yourself. First of all, what I want to talk about is taking care of yourself. Before anyone wants to love you, you should be able to love yourself. So loving yourself is taking care of yourself enough. When I talk about taking care of yourself, I'm talking about your health. Taking care of your health, you should be able to live a healthy life, spending time with yourself, knowing about your system, knowing about yourself, knowing the changes in your health. Like for us, the ladies, you should know about your menstrual cycle. You should know when your menstrual cycle is coming. You should know how long it lasts, when it's going to end. You should know when you are expecting the next one. That's how you should understand your system. You should understand yourself. You cannot expect others to love you when you yourself, you do not love yourself. So first of all, you should learn to love yourself. Okay. So let me say, for example, for me, I have a system where if I yawn more than once, like 3 times, 4 times continuously, I know that something is wrong. And I know it's a sign for me to understand that I'm having a headache. Or especially when I'm too stressed or I've been under the sun for a long time, I start yawning continuously. That's when I understand that, okay, there's something that is wrong with my system. So this is what I want to say also. If you watch my last video, you will understand more about loving yourself. This first one talks more about loving yourself, like taking good care of yourself, your health, your mental well-being, your skin, having a skin routine, doing good hygiene, loving yourself more. You should love yourself enough to spend good time with yourself, taking good care of yourself. Okay, that is the first point I want to talk about. If you don't understand this first point more, I think you should go back to my first video that I posted, and I think you have a better understanding about taking good care of yourself. The second point I want to talk about is standing up for yourself. Being able to stand up for yourself, being able to protect yourself. There are some certain points where you find yourself in a situations where you know what you did was right, or like it is all about you, it's concerning you. What it does not concern the other, but people start saying things about you, people start talking about you. Sometimes people say negative things to protect their own selves and to make you feel like you are the bad person. But you should be able to stand up for yourself. You should be able to know that no, this is not what I do. You should not allow them to insult you or look down on you. You should be able to stand up for yourself. Yes, they say that you are short. Yes, they say that you have pimples on your face. So what? So what? Are you not still living? Okay, they say that you are poor. So what? You still go to the same school with them, right? You still pay the same amount of school fees they pay, right? So what do they have to talk about you? I don't care if there are 100 people in the room talking negative things about you. You should know yourself. And then what? What are they saying about me? If it is something you don't like about yourself, you know it is wrong. Okay, do something about it. Maybe they say your breath stink. Check yourself. Does your breath stink? Okay, do something about it. Watch your mouth, clean yourself, and okay. I don't see any problem where you should sit and be crying and saying that if it is a health purpose, well, you are enough to protect yourself. at least you know it is because of health purpose that your breath stinks. It should not be that you just sat and your breath stinks. So you should be able to defend yourself. Learn defending tactics. I feel like my next video should be teaching you on how to, like, what to say and how to defend yourself. You should learn defend tactics on how to defend yourself, because yeah, no one will defend you more than you defend yourself. No one know you better than you know yourself. So that is what I want to talk about. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is loving yourself enough to be able to be alone. Loving yourself enough to be ready to be alone. So there are times when you have like people around you and you are like, ah, I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk to them. I know what they are doing is right, but if I go and talk to them, they will leave me. If I go and tell them, they will leave me. So what if they leave you? Maybe you should learn to be able to talk to yourself. You should be able to know yourself, to be able to take care of yourself. You should be able to be ready to be alone. Spend time with yourself. Do things that you like to do alone. Watch movies, go out, look at places, take pictures, buy yourself some drinks, buy yourself food, stay alone, eat alone, mind your business alone. What's wrong with you being alone? If they are harmful, if they are toxic for you, leave them and be alone. It's not wrong to be alone. Being alone helps you to improve yourself more, because when you have more time to yourself, you have more time to study. You spend more time on yourself. You learn new things, how to upgrade yourself. There are things that you find yourself you were not doing. Okay, you learn to do them. When you spend time with people, most of the times you listen to what they have to say. But when you spend time with yourself, you listen to what your system have to tell you. You realize that there are some things that you do not notice about yourself. You learn things, go online, study new things. There are new things every day that we can learn about ourselves. And the social media has made things so easy for us that learning about ourselves, learning new things every day is so easy that you don't have to go outside to learn them. You can stay in the convenience of yourself and learn new things. Learn to take care of yourself, learn to be alone. Don't let toxic people or toxic friends or toxic things be around you because you are scared to be alone. No, sweetie. Learn to be alone. Learn to take care of yourself. Learn to spend more time of yourself than spending more time with people. Before you go out, before you are ready to go out with people, look at yourself. Am I okay with this? Am I healthy? Do I want to do this? Do I love doing this? If I'm going to spend this time with this person, how is it helpful to me compared to the person? You should not be doing things to please others and you are not pleasing yourself. Learn to please yourself first. Put yourself first. Put yourself in front of everything. That's how you should learn to do that among yourself. There are things that you love to do. Okay, like we always say there are people that love to spend times more outside and people that love to spend time more inside. But yes, if you know that you are somebody that you spend time more with others, it should not be that you spend time with them in a way that it would harm you. There are still a lot of peoples that you will meet outside. If those people are wrong for you, you should leave them and find the next people. I mean, what's there? It's not like it's something you are spending money or what. Learn to invest more on yourself than investing on others. The next point I want to talk about is setting standards. You should set standards on the people you meet, like the friends you make, the standard on yourself. You should set standards. Okay, this is my standard. This is what I like. This is what I do. I like to spend 2 hours on myself. I like to take care of my skin in the morning. Do you agree with that? If they don't agree with that, I don't see any reason why you should continue with them. Somebody that does not support you, does not support who you are, does not support your standards of living, does not support your lifestyle, should not be somebody you should be associating with. They should learn to appreciate you for you who you are. Okay, you are funny. What's wrong with you being funny? You are somehow you like to play, you are cheerful. They should not say you are being so immature, you are not cheerful enough, and you should change your lifestyle. No, sweetie. If it is what they don't like, then they should look for people that, okay, imagine this. Imagine you have friends, right? And then most of the times you always have sleepovers and you always read books. So every time they always invite you to their houses for sleepovers, and when you always invite them to your own house and they are always like, we will come next time, we'll come next time, but we realize that They always keep postponing because they don't want to come to your house. Okay, you bring the everybody brings up the book recommendations you guys should like sit and talk about. And every time you talk about your own book, they always disagree, or like they don't even want to talk about it. They don't want to like hear about your own book, or they're always like, what type of books are you always reading? Your books are so immature, your book are so childish, or your book are so lame. I think you should know there that where you are, that's not where you're supposed to be. Those are not the type of friends that you should be making, because why would they always be disagreeing with everything you do? That's why I say you should send it standards. I know, yes, most of the times we have to make friends with people that are more than us, that have knowledge more than us, so that we learn from them. But it does not neutrally means that they disagree with everything you say, or don't want to even listen to your suggestions that you have to bring to the table. No, sweetie, that's not how it works. Sometimes you learn from them. Even the most educated persons, they learn sometimes from those that are not educated. That's one thing you should know about. And you are not in a school where you are spending most time in learning. It's a friendship where you throw idea, they also throw idea. They should try out what you do, and you should try out what they do. You should have a standard, and you should know that, okay, this is my limit. This is what I like. They don't like what I like. So I don't see myself being comfortable around them. You move. It should not be, no, I don't want to leave them. It will be as if, so what? Even if it is like, so what? It is for your own self, for your own health, for your own comfort, for your own life. Dear, move, leave, walk out, find another friends. Friends are not hard to find. You will find enough everywhere you go. Okay. For the next point I want to talk about get someone who is ready to sacrifice for you the same as you are ready to sacrifice for them. It's almost as the same as setting a standard, but those are like people around you, but having someone like a very close friends to you, like one or two should be enough. A very close friend, like when I started with the example of having a best friend that is ready to defend you, even when you find yourself that you are not able to defend yourself, or you find yourself like this is more than what we can take, but they are ready to stand with you. That is what I'm talking about. You should find a friend who is ready to sacrifice for you in as much as you are ready to sacrifice for them. You should not be the one doing everything. You should not be the one killing yourself. Where they call you in the middle of the night, you are ready to go there for them. They call you, you are hungry, you are ready to spend on them, but they are ready to do nothing. They are not even ready to listen to you. They are not even ready to stand for you. Dear, you should know yourself enough. That is self-love, because if you love yourself enough, you will know that, no, I love myself enough to take this insult, to stand here and sacrifice myself for this person. I cannot sacrifice myself for someone who is not ready to sacrifice themselves for me. So you should love yourself enough to know that, no, this is not going to work. This is not good for me. This is not good for my health. And you should be able to work out. I'm sorry, I talk more about working out. I talk more about living is because we should understand ourselves more. Because when we don't understand ourselves, this is what causes the problems. We always see ourselves like we are always the bad one. We are always the harmful one. We are always the one that is always at the wrong. And these things make us to look down on ourselves more. And the more we continue to look down on ourselves, the more you continue to work on yourself, the more you keep struggling to progress on yourself, and you start trying to be according to their own standards. You try to please them and forget about yourself, causing health damages, stress. This is where it takes you now to depression, anxiety. You start thinking of like self-damage, hurting yourself. Sometimes people go up to the extent of wounding yourself so that to call the attention of others. Whereas when you love yourself enough, you know yourself enough, you are like, I can do without you. I can love myself enough. Working in a place, like let me say you have a job, you are working, and you know that, okay, the purpose of my job here is to get money. You know that you are doing what you like, and you are making the money that you like, and that is enough for you. So it should not be sacrificing. I know sometimes we have to sacrifice for our jobs, but it should not be up to this extent where it is harming you to an extent and you still continue doing it. I don't think that is necessary. You should know your limits. You should know that this is where it has to end. I understand that this was paying my rent, this was paying my fuels and my bills and everything, but this is going to harm me. If I continue in the nearest future, I might not live enough to to enjoy what I'm working for. And when you know your limits, when you know your system, when you know what you can take and what you cannot take, that will be enough for you to understand yourself and work out, or understand yourself to stay, or understand yourself to bring out the changes that you think you need to make. Okay, another point I wanted to also talk about is learn to speak up for yourself. Like this example has to do with your job site. Learn to speak up for yourself. When you know that you have had your limit, where you know that this is enough for me, where you know that, okay, this is my standards, okay, this is enough, this I cannot continue this anymore. Learn to speak up. Tell them, please, what you're doing to me, I don't like it. I've sat quiet for a long time now, and I think this is enough. The way you talk to me, I don't like it, and I think this is enough. This used to happen to me where I used to have a friend, okay? Every time we are together, this friend is always talking against me. Like, I don't know, it's like if you want to make things funny, the fun will be about insulting me. It will be about like talking negative things about me. And I said, okay, maybe he was just trying to be funny. Okay, maybe he was just trying to make friends. Okay, maybe he was just trying to be nice. But I realized that it's getting to an extent where it's not only with close friends, he take it even outside. And I told him, okay, this is enough. I respect you. I respect that you like making fun, but I think this is enough. If you want to make fun, I think you should make fun about yourself or about something else. But I don't like you making fun. He was just like, no, I was just joking. I say, yes, I know you are joking, but this is my limit. I cannot take this joke anymore. I don't accept them anymore. And it was like, well, I think you don't want to be friends with me because you don't just like the way I make friends easily. And I was like, okay, you walk out. I leave. Find another friend. What's there? I cannot sit in a place and watch you insult me because, okay, you are my friend and you make a lot of friends. Wow, I should sit and associate with you. No, sweetie. Learn to speak up for yourself. Learn to talk when you know this is wrong and this is right. When you know this is not what I want and this is what I want. You went for a job and they told you, okay, this is how the job is. And when you start working, you realize it's getting more than what they told you about. You have to speak up and like, excuse me, when I came here, this was not what I told. I was told I have to do this and this and this. And why are you giving me this? This is more than what I was expected to do. This is more than what you are supposed to give me. Okay, maybe sometimes they'll say, okay, this comes with a bonus. This comes with payments. Okay, you if you think you can do it, then you go ahead and do it. But if you say like, no, this is not what I can do, you are like, speak up and say, sorry, I cannot do this. I understand it comes with a bonus, it comes with a fee, but I am not able to do it. I don't want to do it. Or this is going to take all of my time. This is going to take more than what I should do for myself. This is going to make me to cross the line to sacrifice my health and everything. I'm sorry, I cannot do it. You should be able to speak up for yourself. You should be ready to talk when you know that this is your limit. Learn to talk. Don't be scared of their eyes and their faces. I don't think eyes have ever killed somebody, and it's not going to be you that is going to be the first person to die from someone looking at you. Even if they look at you up to the extent they look at your soul, let them keep looking. But do what you know it's right for yourself. Do what you know is right for yourself. I know you'll be saying like you don't know what you're talking about is because you have never met someone or you have not experienced what I have been experiencing. Sweetie, find something. Okay, look for something to do with yourself. Like, look for a way, look for a solution. You should find a solution. Find something to work on it. Don't stay quiet. Staying quiet is never going to help you in any way. Always find a solution. It's going to take some time, but the solution will always come. Okay, next point I want to talk about is also going to be when you have friends or when you have people around you, they always say that people's opinion does not matter on what you have to say, or people's opinion does not matter on you. Their opinion matters. When I talk about their opinion matters, there are two ways I'm talking about it. Hearing what they always say concerning you will tell you the type of people you are meddling with. People that always say like, I jealous of you, you know, you have too much of pride, and they are like, oh, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, they say the first time, they say the second time. I think you should be noticing them. When they have too much jealousy, they may like be like they are joking, but you should know when this is not a joke, or even if it is a joke, when they continue to do it continuously, I think you should understand that they are trying to say something. What are they saying about you? Is it wrong or is it right? The next thing I want to say about their opinions is it also helps you to grow yourself. It also helps you on your self-esteem and how to build yourself, because you hear people's opinion about you always helps you. Like when you walk in a certain place and they are like, you look beautiful, but I don't think this makeup you put on today, like, okay, the lipstick you put on today was yellow. I think red goes more on your skin tone than yellow. Okay, that's your opinion. And I think that's like a good idea, because you look at yourself and you're like, you check up yourself, you say, like, yeah, that's true. Red goes well with my skin than yellow. You understand what I'm saying? So you dress more with red. You I'm not saying you should not try other colors. You try other colors, but you should know what is good more on you, what looks good more on you. That's what I'm saying based on their opinion. So there are two ways. What they say concerning you that you know it helps you to change you and build you, or what they say concerning you that it knows that it's like dangerous or harmful to you concerning them, how they talk to you, how they speak to you. And this is the last thing I want to say. The last thing I want to talk about is about your self-esteem. You should learn to work on your self-esteem. You should have a high self-esteem. Learn to work on your self-esteem. What is self-esteem? Self-esteem is how you carry yourself, putting yourself first and loving yourself more. Self-esteem is to be able to stand up for yourself, being able to look more on yourself, being able to defend yourself more. It's more about all of these things that I have been talking about. Have a high self-esteem. Grow yourself more. Love yourself more. Know when you are you reach your limit. Know when you have not reached your limit. Know when this person is up to your standards. Know when this person is not up to your standards. Know when to walk out of that room. Know when to stay. Know when to speak up. Know when you should not speak up. Know when to avoid embarrassment. And know when, even when they try to embarrass you, you know that you are more than this, or you are better off than this, and this is so little to embarrass you. Know when to stand up for yourself, and also understanding yourself and know the people that you are around with. They should not be able to speak against you and you are like, I've never. You should know about them also. You should know their good sides and their bad sides. Don't work with someone who is always showing you like their good sides. They are always so well dressed. They always have good food to eat. They always have money, or like you don't know like what's their bad sides. If you are with them, or if something happens, like what is their negative side, and you always show them their negative side. No, if they always show you their good side, you should be able to show them also their good sides. Yes, it's a 50-50 something. If they want to say show you that they are always perfect, you should show them also that you are always perfect. Don't show them your bad side. Don't show them your 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 loss or your weakness when you know that they are not ready to show you theirs. I think we should gain an understanding of this. Know when they have their weak side. If they are not ready to show you your weak points, then they have not showed you anything about them. Most thing about people is knowing their weak points. Like for me, I have an aunt that talks too much, and I know that's her weak point. She talks up till she sometimes she gets to a point where she say things that she's not supposed to say. When you like try to defend yourself, or you try to talk back at her, it costs more of talking and talking and talking. I already know that okay, this is who she is. So most of the time when she's talking, I just sit quiet and watch her talk. Sometimes she will talk until she will be like, I'm sorry, I know I crossed my boundary. I know I said this that I'm not supposed to say. And I'm like, okay, no, it's okay. Sometimes I learn for it. I'm like, okay, my aunt was saying this, maybe she always wanted to tell me that okay, like I sleep a lot. She has always wanted to tell me, although she will apologize, but from there I've already known that okay, I sleep a lot, and I know that's her weakness, that she talks a lot. Know that I'm going to work out. I cannot live with her anymore because she is stressing me up. I already know that she talks a lot. I already know that if I do this or if I do that, it was going to make her to talk. So you learn not to do it, or you know that if you cannot, you walk out. It's as simple as that. That is all I have for us today. Thank you all. If you have listened up to this extent, please leave me a thumbs up. Let's be friends. Please like my video, comment if you have any topic, or if you have any question, you have something you want me to talk about, please leave a comment. Please, if you're watching me on YouTube, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. And if you're watching on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, hi, let's be friends. Please leave a comment. Let me know where you are from. Let me know if you have an idea on something you want us to talk about, or if you have a question that you want us to discuss. I'm open for any question. I'm always ready to answer. Please like my videos, leave me a 5-star rating, help me repost my video, help me share to others. So let's go more, let's help others, help ourselves more, and let us help to let's do global warming here. And please, like I said from the starting, I will say it again, killing yourself should never be an option. Find a solution to the problem or work out. Sometimes giving up does not mean that you are weak. Giving up only means that you have realized that no matter what you do, there's never going to be a solution to this, and it's only going to cause more harm to you than good. So you give up or you walk out of it. Giving up does not mean you are weak. Please let us learn this and let us learn to grow. Okay, goodbye. See you next Sunday. Happy new month, everyone. Love you. Bye.